Alright, so welcome everybody, this is JAVIII.fx. Welcome to another JAVIII Empire class. Right, in this video we're going to talk about counting pips. When you're counting pips, we focus on L. We separate the yen from the regular currency pairs or non-yen pairs. Right, as I mentioned before, you start counting from 2 decimal place. Right, so we're going to look at USD JPY and we're going to look at GBP JPY. Right, always remember the yen pairs has three values from the decimal point. Right. The last one is the pipette. It is a fraction of the pip. So you see this move faster than the others, of course. Right? So we're focusing on the second value from the decimal point. So in this case, we're focusing on the 8. Right? In order to calculate a pip now, you will plus or minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this. Simply that. Right? So let's say you want to add 2 pips to this. This is the current price of GBP JPY. I want to add 2 pips. Then this would then turn out to be 162.802. So now this would be 162.802. You're adding 2 pips to this. If you are going to add 3 pips to this, then this would be 0.812. If you're going to subtract 2 pips from this, then this will be 76, right? You're taking away 2 from this. So always remember, this is what you're focusing on. This, the second to last. If you're adding 10 pip to this now, then this would be what it would look like, right? It would be 8, 8. Because when you're adding 10 pips, then it will go over to the one that is after decimal point, the value after decimal point. You're adding 20 pip, then this would be 9, 8, right? So I have to think of it now. Right? It's basic math. You add 10 pips to this, this would be 8, 8, 2, right? So that's how you do it. You add pips, you subtract pips. Now you want to know how to calculate pips from one point to another, one price to another, right? And I have this over here. You can simply use this, the higher price minus the lower price. It's simply that. And if you look at the chart, this is how it would, something like that. It will look something like this on a chart. You minus, let's say you want to know the distance between here and here. It's just distance, right? Just think of it as distance. 250 minus, all right, I want to, the 150 I want to check, right? 250 minus 150 will be 100, don't it? It's the same thing with counting pips though. I know a lot of people have a problem with counting pips. I don't know if it's confusing because of the decimal place or what, but it is simple as subtracting one from the other or adding one to the other, right? It's as simple as that. So 250 minus 100 will give you 100, right? The higher price is 250, the lower price is 150. Now always remember that the last value is the pipette and you're focusing on the pip, which is the second to last, right? That is where you're adding and you're subtracting, right? Moving along from there, you have the non-yen pairs. Now the non-yen pairs, you will see 5 values after the decimal point, right? Now look at this now. The last value, just like the yen pair last value, is still the pipette, right? And we're still focusing on the, well, you can call it the second to last value, or you can call it the 4th value from the decimal point, right? So let's say the 4th value, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're focusing on the 4th value, right? Or you can look at it, the second, it's always the second to last value, right? This is the second to last value, this is the second to last value, this is the second to last value, the 5 right here is second to last, and the 8 is second to last value. You can look at it that way, or you can use it how normal people say it, or everybody say it, sorry. The yen pairs, second point from the second value from the decimal point, and non-yen pairs, the 4th value from the decimal point, right? And if you want to add 2 pip to this, then this would be 52802, right? 1.52802. If you want to add 2 pips, if you want to subtract, then this would be 76, right here, right? It's as simple as that. Nothing too technical. You want to add 10 pips to this, then this would be 98, right? If you want to add 20, then if you want to add 10 pips to this, then this would be 88, and if you want to add 20 pips to it, then it will be 98 instead. right? It's as simple as that, nothing too complicated, right? And of course, the same thing goes for every single pair outside of the yen category, right? You just focus on the last, second to last value, or focus on the 4 value from the decimal point, right? And of course, I won't make this long because it's as simple as that. You have already been exposed to market tools, so you know what the price range tool is, right? And a simple way or a simpler way of finding out the difference between price and knowing the pips is using the price range tool on the trading view, right? You just simply put it at one price to the next and show you the pips, right? It's pretty much calculating it for you, but you still need to understand how to add and subtract a pip or 2 or 10 pip from a price, because you need this for your stop loss and your take profit placement, right? Even though you would have trading view to get a stop loss and take profit, there are times where you would have to decide to, all right, I'm going to put a 30 pip stop loss, and then you would have to calculate how much is 30 pips from this, and you would just simply add 3 to this one, right? 0, 3, that's all, right? You add 3 0 right there. So then this would leave as 8. Then you add the 3 to this, you will go over to the whole number now, and this will be 63.082. That's all. Simple maths, guys. With that said, peace.